The day is finally here. It's going to be an epic day on your experience guide. This is our first ever visit to Universal Epic Universe for the annual pass previews. I'm Scott. I've got my good friend Steve with me. Andy, the father-in-law's over there. So excited for this, so excited. I'm going to go to you, Steve. What are you most looking forward to?
It's not very often we see an opening of a brand new theme park of this scale. I'm super excited. I think that Universal have been on the ball. Any queries we've had at the hotel and at the parks themselves, they've been really good, and they're on the pass preview today. So I just want to go and start doing the rides.
What a place. Just the emotion and the overwhelming feeling of just walking through Celestial Park is just like, wow, what are we doing? We're in Epic Universe before it's even open. It opens on officially 22nd of May, so of course today there is going to be moments where rides are closed or things aren't quite as they will be when the park's officially open, but as you're just walking through and just taking in the sights, listening to the music, seeing people smiling, people hugging each other, people emotional, it's just like, what's going on? What am I doing here today? It's just, wow, loving it already. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I know I should do, it's what I do. I vlog in theme parks, but I'm just a little bit speechless. I just didn't expect this day to come, really. It's just wow. So, we are going to Stardust Racers first because it's actually on early admission for hotel guests. Now of course we are staying at Universal Endless Summer Resort, so yeah, we can do Stardust Racers first. However, I say that as we're approaching the ride, there's 5 staff members stood at the entrance, so maybe we won't be doing it. I'll let you know. What we're not going to do today is get upset if rides are closed, and that's probably a good thing because Stardust Racers is currently closed. They're saying they're not sure how long it's going to be, which of course is the standard line in any theme park with a ride being down. But again, it's worth remembering this is before the park's officially open, so things are going to be closed from time to time. There is going to be delays. It's just something that we signed up for by coming to a preview event. It is what it is. Obviously we hope to get on everything, but this is why we booked 2 days, to give us the best possible chance to get on everything that's open, to walk around like I'm doing now and just take in the views and all different stuff. But yeah, it's just, I don't normally walk and talk on camera, so I'm sorry if it is a little bit bouncy, this filming, but I want to try and show you as much of the park as possible. And now just walking up to a different area that I've not seen yet, and I've got to be honest, what I've seen online of it so far does not do this place justice. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a stunning, stunning theme park. Wow. I'm going to flip the camera and show you exactly what I'm seeing right now. Absolutely incredible. Or epic. I should say it's epic. Not incredible. But yeah. Just lost for words and how nice it looks around here. Obviously it's going to age over time and there's no saying how well it will age, but so far obviously it's only been open for like 2 or 3 weeks for pass holders and a couple of weeks before that for team member previews, and yeah, there's been some good content out there already. I mean, a particular shout out to the Unfriendly Hero on Instagram, but some of the other stuff of like this Celestial Park area, they really don't do it justice online, and that's not because content creators aren't doing a good job, because they are doing a great job. It's just that this is absolutely stunning. It's world class. It's not what I was expecting. I knew it'd be nice, but it's kind of blasted through the expectations even more than I could have hoped for, which is only a good thing.
So I was just talking to the team at Stardust, and I've tried the test seat because I am a bigger guy. I'm good to go.
Yep.
With plenty of room, so it is quite accommodating, that one. So it's more accommodating than Icon at Pleasure Beach. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Have been recommended we start in Nintendo.
Okay.
By the team. So I reckon we just go with their advice, unless you want to go Dark Universe first.
Go with the flow.
Let's go and have a look, see what there is.
told, the Super Nintendo area was not an area that I was like, wow, I must go and do first kind of area, but blown away by it. It's absolutely stunning. They've done a fantastic job with this.
Kart Madness, and it's a very long queue. It could be the longest queue in the world.
Keep your eyes open for the big boss, Tiki Tom.
What was it?
It's a bit weird, wasn't it? Minecart Madness.
It was madness, certainly.
Well, yeah, literally.
The centre of gravity is really bizarre. The car moves in a strange way because of the way it's designed.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like it.
No?
Was it worth the 2-hour queue? Probably not. I'd probably do the other rides, but we're here to experience as much as we can.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do it. It's unique, and it's a coaster credit. So, yeah, I thought it was overall, I enjoyed it. I came off with a smile.
It's a strange experience. It's a little bit clunky. It's like, I think it's really clever how they've done it with, obviously you can't really see the actual coaster track, so you're seeing the fake track as you're going round, and it does fool you a little bit because you think you're going one way and you go the other. So that's really cool. It's just, it feels clunky. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's a little bit, it's a weird sensation when you're going round, but I did really enjoy it. Like you say though, it was around a 2-hour queue. And the one criticism I have got is that there isn't a lot to see in the queue. It does kind of remind me of Taron's queue a little bit, Phantasialand, where you just like, just give me something. You've got all this amazing theming around the ride and around the area. Give me something in the queue line too. There's obviously the animatronics halfway through, but there's just not a lot to look at in the queue. But what I will say is, the queue did not stop moving when the ride was actually running.
Yeah, it did keep like, it was slowly moving, but it kept moving. Like, you didn't stand in one place for a long time, did you?
No.
There were some interactive elements in the queue. I think if you have the bands, you can make like some lights on the ceiling and stuff. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did, yeah.
But yeah, it was a little bit tedious.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be doing it again on this trip.
No.
But I'm glad I did it. I enjoyed it, and I think it is a must do if you're coming in, because there's nothing else quite like it.
Next up, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, and I've got to say the entrance for the queue looks incredible. Well, that's our time done in the Super Nintendo World area of Epic Universe. There's so much going on, it's so loud, there's so much to see, so many colours, it's just, yeah. It's a lot better than I was expecting, you know. I thought it'd be like one of the weaker areas of this park, but they've done a really, really good job with it. So, it's time for me to do a review of Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Get the guys' reviews as well in a sec. For me, I thought it was a really fun ride. I thought the theming in there was fantastic. The fact it's interactive and you're part of what's going on is an interesting concept. I do prefer on a dark ride to be looking at all of the theming rather than sort of being an interactive part of it, but even so, it was a very, very good attraction. It was advertised at a 50-minute waiting time. Ironically, I think most of the waiting time was while it had downtime. Once it was open, we were pretty much straight on it. But yeah, good fun attraction in my opinion. Let's get Steven. What do you think of Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge?
It's a little cheap, isn't it?
Do you think?
I like the idea of what they've gone for. It's like augmented reality, so you can still see through your goggles, but there's like stuff happening on the glasses that you have to wear. Like you mentioned just then, like your focus is taken away from the theming. However, it also meant they didn't have to go to town with the theming because they could just put stuff on the screen just in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was all right. I think if you were, when I came here into Florida the first time in 1999, I was at that age where I didn't want to do roller coasters, but I didn't want to do the small rides.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good in-between one.
Yeah.
So like, you know, if you like that kind of age group, I think that would go really well. You'd probably really enjoy it. For me, nowadays, I think it's not really my cup of tea, but I did it, I enjoyed it. It was probably the least thing I was excited for here.
Yeah,
so
same to be fair.
I knew that was going to be, well, that and Yoshi's. But I think we started off in what we think is the weakest area of the park.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like, I'm expecting good things from here onwards.
I mean, it wasn't bad anyway, but...
No,
I mean,
it wasn't awful.
I was just going to say, what did you think of the Super Nintendo world overall?
I thought it was really good. When you go up the escalator and down, the reveal's quite fantastic in the area. And when you go down, it's breathtaking.
Yeah.
You actually feel like you teleported into Mario.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if you're into Mario, like, you gotta love it. To be fair, if you're into anything Nintendo, you're gonna enjoy that land. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It was immersive.
Absolutely right. Well, Andy's done the one in Cali as well. Do you know what? I can't actually see if you're even in frame.
Yeah.
You know, it's that bright. Anyway, I'm gonna let you be the guide. So stage shot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. The immersiveness, it feels like you're in the game. Obviously, I played the original one. And when you're in there and hitting the boxes and all the interactive bits are absolutely brilliant in there. The very, very good family area.
Yes.
You know, from what, a couple of foot high up, can all enjoy it. If you're not into the thrill rides, fantastic area. Got the restaurant in there. They've got a little bit more than California, because I think they've just got the Kart ride. Sort of issue with it is the technology seems to break down a lot.
Yes.
Obviously, in Cali, we got it quite a bit. It was quite a lot of downtime with it. But once it goes, it moves fairly quick. Once this park's up at full capacity, not so sure how quick that's going through. But one thing that I'd say about it is Mario Karts, I'd have preferred something faster moving.
So yeah, we have probably done what was our expectation to be the weakest area of the park. So we just think things are just going to keep leveling up from here. But it was a good start. I'm glad we've done that and got it out of the way. I think Minecart Madness is something you do have to do early because the queue goes on forever. Bowser's or Mario Kart, it's a difficult one to judge because, like I say, when it wasn't having downtime, the queue just went so quickly. So yeah, and of course we did Yoshi's Adventure 2, which was basically walk on. So we're going to find some food now and then we will move on to the next area. I have no idea what that will be, but I'm excited to see it. So we decided to have food at the Meteor Astro Pub. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how was yours?
Mine was okay.
Yeah, that's
Enjoyed
all right.
it.
Good stuff. So I got a cheeseburger with fries. I also got chicken tenders. Interestingly, there's a lot of chaos and controversy about chicken tenders. An epic universe on Twitter, would you believe?
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah, people arguing over what chicken tenders actually are and if they're good or not. So,
Okay.
and if they should be served in a theme park. Well, they were good. So overall, I paid around $30 after annual pass discount. Was it worth it? No. Was it very good? No. It's not somewhere I would eat again. The staff were great though. We did have to get a little bit of food replaced. They were absolutely fine, really helpful, but I thought the food was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was alright, like I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Quite pretty good value for what I got. But it's pretty much the same as what I've got across the road at Islands of Adventure for me. But
Yeah. You must have got a good one.
yeah, mine was alright.
It was edible, way overpriced, and that was no Angus burger.
No,
Definitely not.
no.
Had them all over the place. I found it a bit bland. I don't know about your one. There wasn't any flavour.
Yeah, it just wasn't great. So, I believe we're going to Dark Universe now, aren't we?
Yeah, the app's saying 15 minutes for Monsters Unchained, so I reckon we go and give that a go. It's one of the most anticipated rides that I've had on my list. So.
15 minutes for Monsters Unchained?
Yeah.
Shit, why are we vlogging? Let's go.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh shit. I have no idea where I'm going. Here we go. This is what we came for. See this at night. Oh, actors. Well, here we are, Dark Universe.
Yeah, it's looking quite amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could probably, if you look, well, you can't see it from here, but we'll show you it on camera, but the Curse of the Werewolf roller coaster does look a bit like a basketball court. But like, everything else is like really good, next level. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you come in, I was just taken back, like, with everything.
I was expecting a too spooky for Steve comment, to be honest.
It was too spooky for Steve going in. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. But I am looking forward to this.
Yeah.
When I did Horror Nights, Universal Studios, I know, crazy, but I didn't mind that so much, did I? I was alright. I did well. It's very toned down compared to what we get in Europe and the UK.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. So by this, he means Monsters Unchained. It's time for us to go and do our most anticipated attraction in Epic Universe. It's not often that us three are lost for words, but we are lost for words. I'll tell you about the queuing experience before the ride. So, in keeping with everything else today, we joined the queue when the ride was open, and then the ride broke down. And then once the ride was back in action, the queue moved really quickly. So, I think we were in there about 40 minutes, something like that, but I had a queue 2 hours for that. That might actually be the best ride in the world. And not just like Dart Ride, just the best ride in the world. It's world class. I mean, I pinned all my hopes on it being good, and it's just so much better than I thought it could be. For me, it's just impossible that it can be that good. Now, what I did think in the queue line is it's actually like queuing in a Halloween Horror Nights maze. That's how good the theming is. But the good thing about this is it's not seasonal, it's permanent. So every time you come to Epic Universe, that theming will be there in Monsters Unchained. So for me, someone that loves Halloween, just incredible. The ride experience, incredible. It's very loud.
That was amazing. I don't do spooky, but like that was really good. I'd say that is the best dark ride I've ever done, hands down. The ride system is brilliant. Like it's just constantly moving. It's efficient. Like you say, it was just constantly walking once it did reopen. Like you're just constantly moving the queue line, which is what a park like this needs. It needs something that just takes people. The ride experience, there's quite a lot going on. I'm going to need to have another go to fully take it all in, because I was looking over here and there was stuff happening over there. It was just so immersive. I quite like Igor with his lever,
yes,
with the animatronic in there, and he pulls the lever and the whole thing like shoots off to one side. I just thought it really added to that immersion, because it made it like, you know, this guy is actually in control, and you start really getting into the story. I loved it. I want to go again, but I want to make sure we do everything, so I think it might be a tomorrow job to do it again, but I'm definitely doing this again before we go.
At least once, at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Let's see what Andy thought.
Wow! As the other two said, the best dark ride there is. They start walking up to it.
Yeah.
It's a medieval castle. It's been plucked from somebody's estate and dropped in Orlando. You know, you could go to Transylvania and this is what you'd expect to see. Oh, absolutely blowing my mind. So that's the front. Queue line, the attention to detail is amazing. The being in construction, you know, you don't find this in some places. It's top notch all the way through. The effects, you get onto it's a carousel before you get on the ride. They've even got it all laid out as if it's bits of wood going through. Absolutely fantastic, everything through it. Then you get to the ride and it just goes to a completely different level. As Stephen said, you don't know where you're looking. There's something going on here. The mixture of the animatronics, the effects, the screens, it just absolutely blows your mind away. There's one point I'll have to check when I go back through, is I don't know if it was an animatronic or a screen. It was, they've really blown themselves out the water. And just to end it, coming off, you've got Igor, only good reviews please. That's all you're going to get for this, mate.
Well, 3 very happy British people. All sunburnt, but all very happy.
Some more than others.
Yeah, very shiny. Like an egg again. Honestly. Just words cannot describe how incredible or epic that attraction is. Unfortunately, we can't do it all day. So it's now time to go and do something else, and I think that will be what Stephen described as a basketball court, the Curse of the Werewolf.
It'd be like a tennis court, you know, when you see them and you've got like I think that's the one thing I'd probably clean that up to look like something else potentially, because it does kind of lay it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But like,
I can understand why it's there. You've got a spinning coaster. People with things in their pocket or idiots with their phones out. Stuff going everywhere. But yeah, as Stephen said, it could have been themed a bit to look like it was part of it, not a basketball court.
Is that where we're going then?
let's go on the basketball ride.
Let's see how this goes. Curse of the Werewolf. Spinning roller coaster from Mack Rides. Good news. No downtime.
No, 10-minute wait for that one.
Yeah, straight on it. So that is the Curse of the Werewolf. Steve, what did you think?
If you could say afterthought as a roller coaster, I think this one's probably the best description. Like, I feel like they had another direction for this area, and it feels like, oh no, we can't do that, let's push us in. That's how it kind of feels, and the amount of netting around it really takes away from the feel of the area, because the area is amazing. So let's talk about the actual ride experience. So it's all about the curse of it's all about the werewolf monster from Universal Monsters. The queue line is quite cool, and you go through, and the ride itself is very short. It's a very short roller coaster. I probably wouldn't wait a long time for it. it's a spinning family coaster. It is very restrictive.
Yes.
It's very restrictive. So if I struggled to fit on that one, so I had to go on a diet. But I quite liked the where you kind of launch into that building mid-ride.
Yeah.
And there's like a werewolf creature that's like
I didn't see the animatronic.
trying to. Did you miss it?
No.
Well, that's the thing, 'cause it's a spinning coaster.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually look for it.
Yeah.
If you didn't know it was there, you could easily miss it.
Well, I only know it was there because you mentioned it earlier. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah. So you got to kind of like look up, and it's in the roof, and it's like above you. But like, I thought it was really good. I do think improvements can be made with this.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the things I was excited for that I'm the most disappointed about, because I did think this was going to be really good. So I'm a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, it's not a bad ride.
No.
But you can tell it's a kids coaster.
Yeah. What do you think, Andy? I assume you're on screen. It's so bright I can't see.
I can just see it. My thoughts is it just looks like an afterthought.
Yeah.
You know, you've come from over there to over here, and in comparison, there's not a lot of theming. As Stephen said, the ride's a bit short. Yous were lucky I could see yous were spinning. I was
Yes.
in the next car along. I barely got to spin at all. And that's the whole point of spinning coaster. I like the bit midsection where you get the launch. That was really good. I've done better sort of family launch coasters before. The netting, it does spoil it. I do understand why it's there, the fact that you take your baggage on. But yeah, it's okay, good family coaster. You know, you got to at least try it. But the 10-minute queue, can't go wrong. I like the fact that she knew the technique of getting bigger people in, sorry. I meant to say.
I can finally do my review now. Set the camera up, and then Andy and Steve were just having a conversation across the camera. But yeah, yeah, I can only agree with the comments that have been made. I mean, Dark Universe, it's the whole area. Mostly, it's like 90% stunning, and then you come to this roller coaster, and it's just like nets, big nets everywhere, and it's like, oh right, okay. You've kind of ruined that feel of the area. It needs some rock work around it, or just something that isn't nets. I mean, it just doesn't look good. Like, one of the things that we've said quite a bit about this park is you have to come in the first year because things will get removed over time. Now, I won't be sad if that's the ride that gets removed for a very immersive themed roller coaster experience, say in 5 or 6 years' time, to go alongside Monsters Unchained. The ride itself's actually not bad. It's fun. It's a family coaster. I could take my 7-year-old son on it gladly, but like, it's just the netting takes so much away from the experience. You can't not focus on it. It's just so obvious. The other thing I would say is it needs lockers. It really does need lockers in the area, because I could feel the camera bag moving around under my feet, and it's like, yeah, that's why the netting's there, but can we not eliminate this problem by just putting lockers in? There's lockers for most other attractions at Universal Orlando. Not the best attraction that you will do at Epic Universe, but also not the worst attraction you'll do in Florida by any means. So it is what it is. Could be better, could be worse. We move on to the next thing. Where are we going next?
Well, we found somewhere with some shade. That's something we need to point out. There's hardly any shade anywhere in this park. So, sun cream, hat. To be fair, I'd be half tempted to bring an umbrella. Because
There's been a few.
seriously, there's not much shade. I'm guessing a lot of the trees will grow and there will be shade in the future, but just bear in mind, if you do visit, you're not going to hide from the sun, so...
No. Steve, where are we going next?
The Ministry of Magic.
Are you enjoying your time today?
Yes, definitely.
It's a very beautiful day here in Paris.
Hello.
Pardon. Such strange beasts you wear on your robes, monsieur. Ooh la la la. The tourists.
Hey Steve, good news.
Yeah.
We've got a virtual ticket for Harry Potter and the Battle at Ministry.
So how was it a challenge?
Yeah, it's taken us all day, but I've got us one about 6:30 on a 6 o'clock release, so we have been trying literally like all day for this, but this ride is meant to be one of the best rides in the world, so let's go and see.
Wow.
Was it epic?
I spent a very long time trying to work out how it works. That's a mind boggler. It moves in so many directions. It's probably the most unusual feeling of like moving in ways that I didn't think rides could move. Is that the best way to describe it? It was. I genuinely believed that I was in the movie. Like, just with it all playing out. A bit like Monsters Unchained, it's a lot to take in on the one game.
Yeah, it is.
I'll probably notice more if we do get to do it again. We'll try again tomorrow. But I'm just glad I've done it. And wow, just seeing the whole scale of it when you go into the entrance area for the flu system, that was quite cool. And then just the reveal of when you go into that main building is crazy. It's chuckling out.
I had to change the framing because it was either show Andy or show the bin behind you. So
Is that better?
there we go.
Okay.
Carry on.
So yeah, so when you go like through into the main building, it'll just take your breath away. The scale of it, the size of everything, and like the queue line was. It just looked really nice and clean, tidy, fresh. It was. I just got properly immersed in it.
Yeah.
And like I said, the ride system's just amazing. I want to go again, but I know we can't because it is on virtual queue. But I will say the stress levels have been high. We're trying to book it, so just beware of that at the moment. It is in like a preview stage.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they've offered it for people to try out, hopefully get the ride working better. The team in there, really good, really friendly with everybody. So what more could you ask for?
Andy's opinion. That's what we can ask for.
Wow. For the moment you walk into the station and sort of Parasite, absolutely amazing. You got the start of one of the films that are based in Paris. Pretty cool. The way it's done, obviously it's not accurate, but you get the gist of it. You are in the film. Then you go down the system, through the flu. The way they do that's brilliant. You get into the Ministry of Magic. Wow, that is breathtaking. The size of it alone. As far as I can see from the film, I was turning about looking for Voldemort, Dumbledore, even Harry. I mean, you are so immersed in it, and then into the queue for the ride all the way through. It's non-stop theming, you got the pictures talking to you, everything down on the ride itself. Wow. You sit down, you know, what am I going to expect here? Then it starts. The moment that moves, it's non-stop action. I mean, the lift system that's in the Ministry of Magic, you feel like you're on that. The motion, the visual effects, everything. They've done an amazing job here. That's, again, one of the best dark rides I've ever been on. You know, I want to go back on now, but unfortunately, we know we'll just have to pray for tomorrow that we can get on it again. But that is fantastic. If you're a Harry Potter ride, you must do that. If you're not, you must do it. It's a brilliant ride.
Well, they've pretty much done my job for me there, to be honest. I mean, what more can I say? Other than it is literally an epic ride. We have done two incredible and epic dark rides today. Just the hype is real for them. I mean, I've still never watched a Harry Potter film. Don't need to go and enjoy that ride. And can I just say as well, staff in there, brilliant. They're all brilliant, so friendly, so efficient, having a bit of a laugh with the guests on the ride. It's brilliant. The whole package was brilliant. You don't have to be a Potter fan to enjoy it. So yeah, looking forward to when the virtual queuing has gone off it, but that's probably going to be here throughout the previews. But once the park's fully open, that might change, but for now, I'm not sure. Either way, fantastic. Can't wait for the next thing. So this morning I was wandering along this path talking about doing Stardust Racers. It didn't happen. We are now going to try and do it again. It is only running on one side on the yellow track, and we're not sure if it's on reduced capacity, but again, it is a tech rehearsal. These things do happen, but we're going to give it a go, try and get on it. Stardust Racers review coming very soon, but we have had a night ride on it. We are going to have a quick dash over to Dark Universe and see if we can catch it in the dark, and then we'll do a full review of Stardust Racers.
We've come up to have a look at the Burning Blade Tavern at night. It looks spectacular. I'm sure you got some footage of it. And we just did Stardust Racers just before coming up here. And wow, what a roller coaster. It is definitely one of the best pieces of ride hardware out there. Is it better than Velocicoaster? Is probably what most people are saying. Steve, is it better than Velocicoaster? I have to say, hardware-wise, probably yes, but the overall experience, I couldn't really get into it, but it's not dueling today. We've only got one track, and I think that might change with them both running, with the interaction between the two coasters, which we didn't have today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get that, and then I think that might make it a little bit different. It has amazing airtime. I must admit the launch caught me off guard at the start. It kind of launches and then you get a pause and then it gives you another surprise boost at the end. So it has a bit of a kick to it. Because I kind of relaxed a little bit after that initial launch. I was like, that's done. And then to get that extra punch was like, that caught me off. But yeah, overall, I think it's a fantastic roller coaster. I've really enjoyed today here at the park. I think it's been amazing. It's been epic. The dark rides have just been amazing. All the dark rides here are fantastic. If you're a dark ride fan, you must come here and experience Monsters Unchained and Ministry of Magic. They're both fantastic rides.
Highlight of the day.
Highlight of the day, it's got to be I can't pick one, but it's got to be the two dark rides. I knew they were going to be good. I didn't realise they were going to be like next level good, like amazing.
First thoughts, Stardust Racers.
I thought it was a really good coaster. The excellent airtime. The launch initial bit a little bit flat. It was then whang, off it goes. The airtime on it, absolutely brilliant. One of the highlights for me on it was sort of vertical but downwards barrel roll. I thought that was just excellent on it.
It was kind of like Hyperia's first drop.
Yes.
In some ways.
Yeah. As I say, it is really good. For me, whether it beats Velocicoaster, at the moment I say no, but I would like to ride it dueling because it can give a different effect. For me, really good coaster, don't get me wrong, but it's just missing a bit of theming.
Yes.
I think that would take the coaster another level, like some near misses, stuff like that. Like the old Dueling Dragons, when it duelled, fantastic. When it stopped dueling, the ride went a little bit flat. Still absolutely brilliant coaster, but for me, you had the two bits, interconnecting with each other, was an absolute brilliant. I'm hoping this one's got the same and we get a chance to duel tomorrow.
Highlight of the day.
The dark ride. Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, just blew me away. I say, I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm not up here, I'm down here, I like it. But that was just out of this world. They have went above and beyond. They're on the moon with how they've done that. Both of them. Harry Potter.
Monsters Unchained.
I can't pick between them, I'm sorry. The attention to detail in both of them. The tiling in the Harry Potter, it's all real. It is. The guys that done that, hats off, boys. You've done a cracking job. Whoever done the dark ride, absolutely amazing.
Well, that's the end of our first day here at Epic Universe. And it has been epic, but it has also been challenging because all but one attraction that we've done has had some downtime at some point. The only one that didn't was the Curse of the Werewolf. Everything else has had some sort of downtime. Now, of course, it is technical rehearsal, so you've got to expect it. You can't come along to these thinking that everything is going to work perfectly. That is the whole point of these days. It's so the park can actually be ready on the 22nd of May when they open, because what they don't want to do is not do these previews and then open on the 22nd of May and have all the problems like we've seen today with the downtime on their grand opening. That's not what you want from a new theme park. So we signed up for tech rehearsal visits, so we took the risk that things wouldn't be open all day or would have downtime, and that is what we've experienced. So I'm not going to complain about it, but that has made the day challenging in terms of trying to get everything done. Obviously, we've not done Isle of Berk, which is where we will probably go to straight away tomorrow once we've got, well, I say that, that'll be the first place we go in official opening hours, because we'll come in and join the hotel guest bit again, probably do Starfall or Stardust Racers early if it's open, and then move on to Isle of Berk. But in terms of the highlights, then there's just so many. Like for me, Dark Universe at night, it's just next level. It was incredible in the day. It's incredible at night time. The whole park is literally epic. Now, of course, it's just going to get better and better and go from strength to strength as they get used to people being here, as the rides bed in and get used to people going on them all the time. It is going to be challenging for them in the weeks ahead because they've got to get everything ready for the 22nd of May. But that's why people like us and you with annual passes and anyone now that could book are coming to these preview days, because we are basically helping them bed in the attractions, and that's what we're signing up for. And I'm more than happy to experience another day like today tomorrow, as long as we get everything we want to do done. So overall highlight though, I'm going with Monsters Unchained, and I think it's because I had high expectations for it and it smashed through the roof of them. I thought it'd be good, I didn't think it'd be as good as it is, and it's just a special epic attraction. And we need to do it at least once tomorrow, at least. Maybe twice, maybe 3 times, maybe 5, let's just do it all day. But yeah, we have got at least one more day here, so I'm going to wrap it up now. Hopefully tomorrow we can show you more of the rides, more off-ride stuff, more of the stuff we haven't done, give more in-depth reviews. But for now, that's all. If you have enjoyed this video here on Your Experience Guide, please do hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up below. Please comment, please subscribe. Many thanks for watching. See you next time.